What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for another episode review of the Real Housewives of Potomac. This is season 4, episode 17, Unanswered Questions. Okay, so we pick up where we left off last week with Katie's missing. Okay, oh my God, Katie's missing. Katie's missing. Girl, Katie is either gone or she with production. That's what she doing. Okay, and here's the thing: Giselle acting real concerned. Um, uh she calls Robin, she's asking the girls, Candace told her the last time that we saw her was last night. She did have on, like, she was fully made up, and she said that she was feeling better, and that's what I thought too. I was like, why she got her coat on, she got a jacket on, she got the scarf on and all that. Katie about to bounce, okay? And so at this point, Giselle calls Robin trying to see what's going on. Robin hasn't heard from her. Robin is surprised. So she's about to come down to the lobby to see what's going on. Karen comes out. Let me tell you something. When Karen turned around and walked back to go get her tea, I said, all right, Karen, put your little booty cheeks out. Karen got a little booty back there. But anyway, so Karen was the only one that was like, I'm not surprised if she is gone. Okay, she said, let me check my check my text messages, because I'm not too good with text. But her whole demeanor was like very calm and reserved, as if she knows something, but not necessarily knows something, but not surprised that if this girl is gone, I get it, And she was like, the whole thing that happened with you and when Robin came, okay, get your words together. When Robin came and had her welcoming or whatever, and that whole smackdown that went down, it was too much. It was brutal. It was inhumane. I mean, Karen was consistent in the fact that she thought that it was a little bit too much and all that. And Giselle was talking about how she's been seeing some things that's been on social media about Katie and what's going on with this court case about her kids, and how she would feel if she had to spend 1 hour without them in her custody or whatever, knowing that she don't have custody of her kids. And they get that. And so with Karen saying this, she's like, I'm not surprised if she just picked up and left. Okay. And at the same time, Giselle was correct. It's okay if you want to leave, but at least inform somebody, so that we won't have to know or be searching around for you and won't be left in the blue, but in the dark or whatever. But I guess Katie probably felt like y'all don't give a shit anyway, so why should I care? You know what I'm saying? And so at this point, they bring up the whole thing about what Robin said about maybe Katie possibly being pregnant. And, Robin do come down. Karen was like, girl, I'm finna go get my tea. Giselle trying to make it seem like the way her tone was like, okay, Karen care more about some tea than going to get and see what's going on with Katie. Because Karen is not dumbfounded to the fact that the girl probably left, and if she want to be contacted, she'll be contacted. She'll contact us and let us know, whatever. But like I said, I do agree with Giselle. Katie could have at least said something, you know what I'm saying? A simple text to one person, Karen probably, and let us know what was going on. But Robin come down. She was like, oh my God, look at what you got on your little sparkly. You giving me Beyonce? I said, Beyonce? Who? Bia, don't even finish that whole word, all right? But, they trying to figure out what's going on. Robin calls Jacob. Jacob is upset. He said the last time that he heard from her was 12 o'clock the night before. And, as soon as he hears something, he'll let them know what's going on. They go down to the lobby talking and trying to file a missing person report. The lady at the desk said you have to talk to your security. They trying to find out where production security is. See, this is what I couldn't do with reality TV, because people behind the scenes be knowing shit already, and they can't tell them what's going on. And I'll be like, bitch, you see us over here running ragged, and you know what's going on. And security was like, yeah, we located her. We know where she at. I'm like, what? Then where she at? Girl, they didn't find out that Katie at the airport. The producer was like, yeah, the security guy was like, yeah, we know where she is. She at the airport. So basically what wound up happening is the producers of the show got an alert when they found out that Katie was trying to change her airplane ticket, her flight ticket. So they was like, they talked to another producer, and she was like, yeah, I spoke to her. She didn't say what it was that was going on, but she just said she wasn't feeling well. And, Giselle and them, they was like, was it mentally? Was it physically? She was like, they don't know. And at this point, Giselle is getting real heated. And I get the frustrations or whatever. But girl, don't act like you really all that concerned. But okay, so cause you changed that up quick and was like, let's go have some fun. All right. So they go to the beach. They're going to ride some horses. Ashley was in that car, and Ashley said, "You know what? I'm not about to ride horses because that's not what I do. I don't like to, treat animals inhumane or whatever. When people use them for their pleasure and stuff like that." And then one of them said, "But yeah, you eat kangaroos. Y'all kill kangaroos and eat them at your restaurant." That shade that Candace gave off said, "Y'all be eating kangaroos and all that stuff at the restaurant that don't nobody go to that you don't got no more." I said, "Bitch, girl." I said, "You know what? Katie, what that girl named Ashley was like, I mean, yeah, people do eat them or whatever." I said, "You eat chicken too, don't you?" Okay, that's humane sometimes. So, it is what it is. To each his own. Just say you don't want to get on the horse. That's all. Okay, don't get in a little lame excuse like that. You don't want to get on the horse. Um, so they wind up getting there, and they were gonna go on the horse, and then the horse is also going to the water. You can go bareback, and Karen, she's like, "I need another guy. He got to be close to me because she don't do water." Okay. And Karen gave it a good try. She really did. She went further than Giselle did. Giselle, horse couldn't even make it off from finish pen. Oh, they was like, "Oh my God, Giselle, your horse is peeing." And here go Candace. "Oh my God, it smells just like pee." What is it supposed to smell? Okay. So, all right. I never smelled, well, yes, I have. And it does smell like pee because, believe it or not, I used to ride horses back in the day. Bitch, I ain't always been as big, okay? But back in the day, we used to ride horses. Like, my granddad had we had our own horses specifically, and we used to ride them all the time. But anyway, I could teach y'all some things. Life just caught up with me. But anyway, moving on from that, Giselle gets off the horse. The rest of them, they go to the beach or whatever on the horses. Ashley and Giselle going to the beach. They all meet up. They're in the water. They're having a good time. Karen was like, "Okay, you can turn this thing around," after they get into the water. And basically that was what was going on. They was like, "Here go Ashley. I wonder what's going on with Monique." Monique is over there with her family. They going fishing. Um, and the little boy, "Oh my God, this is so boring." And then the little girl's like, "Where's my fish?" He was like, "You have to have patience." I don't have patience. That shit's so cute to me. I was like, "Oh, Ashley, don't feel this way about these kids. You don't like kids like that." I was like, but the shit was melting my heart. I said, "Oh, that is adorable." You have to see that video of Monique. I put it on my Instagram of Monique, a little baby, the one that she was pregnant with while she's on the show. And every time she started laughing, he started laughing. It was just so sweet and adorable. But anyway, the kids just over it, okay? But, it is what it is, okay? You can't fly. You can't be out there with the girls. And to be quite honest, given your condition, meaning you're fully blown pregnant, you don't need to stress or whatever, I would rather Monique be exactly where she at than being out there with that, because drama is about to ensue. It always does. So, the girls, they split up. You got Giselle and Robin. She's eating, they eating. Basically, they split up in some groups. Okay, I'm just gonna go through this because first of all, we about to get down to the drama that's about to happen. They split up, and you had Giselle, Robin, Giselle and Candace going on to a submarine thing. That was very beautiful. I would do something like that, but girl, I have to get my nerves up. Okay. And speaking of the fact that they're in the Cayman Islands, with Hurricane Dorian coming out there, I don't know if it's at the Cayman Islands, but I know it's at like Bahamas and some other places out there in the Caribbean. I just want to pray for you guys and hope that, everybody gets out of here safe, okay? Because I've seen some footage and baby, I'm scared for y'all, okay? And you are in our prayers, everyone. But the other girls, not Giselle, what's the name? Robin, Karen, and Ashley. They go to this cave or whatever. It's a whole bunch of bats, baby. As soon as I would have saw that bat fly the first time, Ashley would have been gone. Okay, I would have been like, "Yeah, let's go to the caves. Let's go to the caves." And I was like, "No, let's turn right back around. Let's turn right back around." Did something just fly over my head? Yes, it did. It's not a bird. It's a bat. No, let's go. Rabies. I don't have time for that. Okay, no, I don't have time. But they stuck it out for the most part. It was beautiful to see the little water, turn and get the history about how it turns into the mineral water and all that stuff, the salt cave, and that was that. They had a good time. And when Giselle and Candace was on a submarine, they was talking about the whole thing. How was the breakfast between Candace and Ashley? She said it was good, but she's still having problems with what's going on between how, the way that Ashley is handling the Michael situation. And the whole time I'm thinking, why are you having problems with what's going on in their relationship and coming to terms with it? It's their relationship. Let them figure it out. How is that affecting your life? And why are you putting it all on you like that? And Giselle was right. You just need to let things go and just move the fuck on because it's none of your business, okay? Moving on from that, the girls, they go to dinner. And so at this point, they decided to call Monique and FaceTime her and everything. Candace do. And so everybody was like, hey, hey. Giselle just sit there like, I wouldn't expect nothing less. And I don't call that being fake or anything because that would have been me. If I don't fuck with you and we just got into it, we ain't really come to no conclusion about what happened or whatever, I'm not going to be fake like I want to hear from you and all that stuff. I'm just going to be quiet. And that's all she needed to do. So congratulations on that, okay? And so, at this point, I know this shit is not finna be. Oh, I'm trying to upload this power review and it's been processing for a minute now. Like I'm over it. But anyway, they find out that Katie is gone. That's when Monique was like, oh, damn, y'all done ran the girl off the island or whatever. Because then Candace was like, Ashley and Katie got into it a little bit or whatever. And so that's when Monique said, y'all done ran her off the island. And then here go Ashley. She grown, boo. She grown. But it did play into it, okay? You can't deny the fact that it did not play into it. And it probably wasn't the main reason why she left. And she probably had all the intentions of leaving as soon as she got sick or whatever was going on. You just never know with Katie at this point. But when they finish, they come down on Karen about the fact that play that what's it say? You was talking about saying that it was Ashley's fault and all this stuff, and then Ashley like wasn't Katie the one who provoked the conversation. To be quite honest, who started the whole thing? Yeah, not necessarily. She didn't bring it up. Okay, you brought it up. You and Giselle brought that shit up, but it is what it is. She just participated in it. So, at the same time, they trying to come for Karen and saying Karen wasn't, being real or whatever because she should have known that something was going on when she saw Katie coming to the door with the coat on and travel gear and all that stuff. How was she supposed to know what this girl about to do? Okay, first of all she had on was a jacket. It wasn't a coat. It was a jacket and a scarf or whatever. Girl, we don't know what's going on in Katie's mind, so how can you blame Karen and make it seem like she should have told y'all what was going on? No, ain't nobody thinking about something looking. It's Katie, so everything that she do is out of the norm, which is her norm. Okay, so like to put that on her shoulders like that, I'm just like, girl, come off of it. So basically, Karen was like, if she hadn't known what was going on and she would have questioned it or whatever, she would have brought it to the group. Okay, so that's basically all that happened on that situation. They was like, as she said, she realized that she didn't handle the situation well and she wished she could have did it better, but it's bringing down the mood. So they take shots and all that stuff and they have a good time. Of course, Giselle is liking this Karen because she said when Karen gets loose, she comes with a good time. Okay, they get into this whole conversation. Karen started telling Candace about how at her 20th anniversary when we saw her and Ray kissing, she was like, girl, listen, I went in for a kiss. He went in to slobber me down and I wasn't expecting it, girl. Okay. And we saw that and I was just like, oh my God, he was trying to tear her up. Okay, like it was Thanksgiving meal. I said, what is going on? We need to play that again. And then, that was like, you don't know how to control your man kiss. It was like, Karen, you show us how you do it. It was then, she doing all the demonstration. I don't need to show y'all all that. Okay. I was just like, it was like looking at your grandma trying to give you sex tips. Okay. But as long as they was having a good time, that was all that mattered. And that was what was going on up until they got back to the hotel, okay? You can clearly tell by the way they stumbled on up out that car, everybody's a little bit intoxicated. They really enjoyed themselves, okay? Girl, the cameras was not on Ashley and Karen at this point when Karen was like, you know what, I just want to tell you this outside of the cameras or whatever, because we are having a good time, but the whole thing about Michael when it comes up, I just don't feel like he was vindicated, okay? Just because they dismissed the case or whatever, I don't feel like they was vindicated, okay? That does not mean vindication. And what Karen was saying in this instance is 100% true, okay? 100% true. Just because a case or something has been dismissed does not mean that that person was innocent, okay? That just means that, the defense or whoever is prosecuting or prosecuting the case or whatever, they just didn't have enough evidence or they didn't prove their case to be otherwise. They didn't have the right tools at that point. And so we all know this. We all know this. And what Ashley is doing, she's being in denial because, first of all, she was caught off guard. Like Candace said, we already got complaints about you two up in the lobby. Let's take this upstairs. We are not about to, spend the rest of our day, our last night here with all this going on. So basically, upstairs in the room, it carries on. And Ashley was like, is this the reason why you haven't been talking to me like that? We've been having a good time or whatever. And it's like every time I take 2 steps forward, it takes like 10 steps back with you in progress or whatever. Damn, And so I can understand Ashley's frustration at this moment for the simple fact that she thought everything was cool because of the fact that they was getting along. But at the same time, Karen was not trying to attack her, okay, but she was just trying to tell her true feelings. And like Karen said, I'm not trying to be fake, because Ashley said, well, why now? She was like, because I'm not trying to be fake with you. We having a good time, but let me tell you, this is how I feel, for real, for real. And it's not attacking you. It's about your husband's character, not yours, okay? Because you didn't do it. You didn't do it. It was your husband that did it. And at the same time, one can think of it, Ashley probably thinking, well, my husband is me, so therefore you are attacking me because that's a part of me. So that's probably where she's coming from, this vantage point. But at the same time, Ashley is in denial, and she know that what Karen was saying is true. Just because you've been dismissed a case or this been dismissed or whatever does not mean that means vindication, okay? Because you have a history, and history shows that no, all right? And you have to understand where Karen is coming from. Like she said, she had a history where she was raped when she was in college. So therefore, she's coming from that standpoint of what it's like to be a victim of sexual assault, a victim of abuse in that way. And she said, your man got on Fox 5 and said that he had contact, and contact without consent is questionable. Yes, it is. Wait, and it's not funny, but what Karen was saying was right. She was saying, I may be not sounding right or whatever, but I'm extremely passionate and I'm extremely logical. And I understood exactly what Karen was coming from and what she was saying, okay? And of course, I don't expect Ashley to be like, well, you know what, you 100% right. I understand where you coming from, given the fact that she has been trying to defend her man. That is what she's gonna do. That is what you would expect somebody in a marriage or in a relationship to do. They're gonna defend, even if they know better, even if they know that the person is, that is saying this stuff is saying the truth. Okay, they're gonna defend, and I don't expect nothing less with Ashley to continue to defend this man. All right, and she was like, Katie may be sad, but bitch, you're broke. And she was like, no, Katie may be broken or you sad or some shit like that. Ashley was like, listen, I'm happy. And I said, no, you're not. No, you're not. Okay, because you got all this weight on your shoulders. You, just like Karen said, you're acting, and you've been acting, and you kind of let us know that early on in the season before we got to this part. So it was just a mess. And when Giselle tried to butt in, Karen said, no, you be quiet. She shut that bitch down like this. Okay, I said, ooh. Y'all tell me what y'all feel about that whole situation. Do you see what Karen is coming from? And do you see the reason why Ashley is responding the way that she responded? Do you feel like Karen is saying the truth, but it just came out of nowhere to Ashley, and that's why she responded the way that she responded? Do you feel like Ashley is still in denial? Because baby, you are. So they just going back and forth about the same thing. And basically, Karen said what she said. Okay? And she's coming from a place of what she's been through and from facts. Okay? Just because, like, dismissal does not mean innocence. Okay? We all know that. and the girl is in denial. Moving on from there, they try to table the whole conversation. The next day, Karen and Giselle actually have a conversation, and Giselle was like, well, you kind of came at her in a na type of way. And I was like, not really. She didn't come at the girl rudely, and she was not attacking her, okay? And it only seemed that way after, Ashley perceived it or took it in a way that Karen wasn't trying to take it, So that's just what happened. Like you said, you can't, expect people to always take things the way that you want them to take it. And Ashley, because she's in denial about what's going on, that's what it was. And what's her name? Giselle was just basically like, maybe y'all just need to start talking and get it over with or whatever. Be cool and, calm down. And eventually they do have a little conversation on the beach. We see Karen and Ashley trying to break the ice with one another. And, Karen was just saying, I wasn't trying to come at you like I was attacking you or whatever. I was just trying to come at you like telling you if we're going to build this relationship, I have to be truthful to you, okay? It's not that I don't support you because I'm here for you. I'm trying to be there for you. And I just have to reveal the truth that, after seeing that Fox 5 interview, that's not what it is, okay? There are a lot of people who are out here who have been raped and things of that such or whatever. And listen, also, they was talking about the saying what the cameraman said. They even brought that up in the conversation. When the cameraman said, don't touch me, don't do that, okay? And when you hear that, like they said, if somebody just bumped into somebody, they're not going to say, don't touch me, don't do that no more, okay? No, something else went down, okay? And so at this point, you got Ashley was like, so basically the court of law, he was dismissed, okay? It was dismissed in the court of law. And you mean to tell me that it's not dismissed in the court of Karen? Just because the court of law dismissed it and said that it's not happening, the court of law has also convicted a lot of people that are innocent too, okay? So we're going to go by that as well? No, Ashley, we can't do that, okay? Like, come on, girl, get up out of it. But I get it. You got to protect your husband, you got to defend your husband, but you know deep down inside what the thing is. At the end of the day, Ashley, it is what it is, okay? Karen apologized for the way that she took it. She was like, what really got me in this conversation between Karen and Ashley was like, Karen was saying the reason why she was saying what she was saying is because she felt as though Michael shouldn't have got up there and did that interview on Fox 5. Ashley was like, why would he do that interview when that he needed to put it out there that he was innocent or, because it was affecting the business around him. Okay. And we get that. And, Karen was like, he should have been apologizing to you for what he did, for putting you through this. And she was like, well, he did do that. And was like, I wouldn't know that, but you didn't give me time. You didn't ask me. You didn't do this. And Karen was like, you didn't get. We haven't gotten there yet, okay? And so Ashley's whole thing is, well, you never asked me. You never came over. You never texted me. You never did this. You never did that when I was going through this stuff, okay? When your mother, she said in her confessional, when Karen's mother died, she was in Spain and she texted her. When her father died, she was in Brazil and she texted her. And my whole thing is this. That's okay for you, but like I said, people deal with things differently. And if I am not cool with you and we are not on good terms and you didn't experience something like and probably in Karen's mind, this ain't no death to be quite honest, okay? And she's still going through what she's going through. Why would she reach out, especially when she feels as strongly as she feels about this right now? And my thing is, if I'm not cool with you at this moment, we still going through some stuff. We wasn't on good terms, and they were not on good terms. When all this shit went down the way that it went down, why would she reach out or whatever? But it is what it is. She took Karen's apology for what it is, and which means that she don't really care for it. She's not gonna hold it to a higher standard because some stuff gonna happen because y'all not really cool like that. Okay, it is what it is. Okay, I wish y'all stop being fake with y'all. Okay, but they go ahead and getting ready for the sunset cruise that they're gonna have. The last thing that they do before they go back home. And Ashley is talking about how her boobs been feeling tender, and she thought her cycle was supposed to come on, but it never came on. And, they having a good time on the boat. And then 20 hours later, they're at home and you see Ashley and she's doing yoga. She go takes the pregnancy test. We already know the girl is pregnant, okay? She already had the baby. And that baby looked all of Michael. And I will leave it at that. And you guys tell me how you felt at this review. Girl, I'm tired. So if it's all over the place, girl, it is what it is. I have a headache. I just I have not been feeling well for the past couple of days, so I had to muster through these couple of reviews that I had to do. So if that's what it is, that's what it is. If the energy is off, okay. But y'all tell me how y'all feel. Please enjoy your weekend. Please enjoy your holiday. Be safe, and for all the kids that ain't back in school, I know y'all glad their ass is about to be back in school now. Okay. So I see y'all later. Peace.